12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we are back on Stranded Deep. Now, for the last couple of days, or the last couple of episodes rather, we have been on our world tour of the outside of the map. And I think for this one, I'm going to actually do things a little bit different. In fact, hold that thought really quick. Let me just pull the map up here so we know what we're talking about. Alright, so we've been out here for a while now. It is actually, I believe, day 98 on my watch. And so far, we have made it from where we began, and then we got to here. This is where we started the tour. And we've been around the edge, and we are currently on this island right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. Now, of course, ostensibly this tour is about like getting the raft built up so that we can do the Leviathan battles and everything else. But one of the main goals I had for doing this is I want to find Wally. And for those of you who don't know who Wally is actually, well, basically he's Wilson, the soccer ball from the movie Castaway. Because the movie Castaway was a very huge influence on this game. In fact, way back when in the day, you could actually occasionally find like FedEx packages on the beach as well as finding Wally on one island. But for some reason, at some point in the development cycle, those actually got taken out of the game. Now, as far as I know, however, Wally is still here. And if we are going to find Wally, it is going to be on a big island that also has a survivor, like a survivor shelter, survivor lean-to, whatever you want to call it. It's going to have one of those there as well, and Wally will be in that little encampment. Now, we did actually, in an earlier episode, find one of those survivor camps on an island, but unfortunately, Wally wasn't in it. Now, the next big island in line for us is going to be the one at the top corner, and we have actually already visited that island, technically. If you guys remember the episode where the helicopter ran out of gas, we did fly around that big island before we started home. And of course we ran out of gas along the way. So yeah, we've already been to that one. We know there's no survivor shelter on that one, which means between where we are currently and the bottom corner of the map, or technically the whole bottom row of the map, we're only going to have one more big island that we haven't visited. So basically the plan is I'm going to montage the crap out of the rest of the top of the map and then down the back side of the map, and unless Wally happens to be on that one big island that's along the way there, I will be seeing you guys when we get to the bottom. Now, before we leave, I will show you guys what the raft looks like now so you can see it, and then yeah, if all goes well, by the time we get down there and we meet up again, the raft is going to be absolutely massive.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And just like that, we are at the bottom of the map, and we are, at long last, on the final leg of our tour. Oh, and we have also massively expanded the raft, and we are 100% loaded for bear when it comes to inventory. Yeah, we have actually got a thing of tarps, we got planks, we got corrugated, we got lashings, we got sticks, we got rocks, we got more corrugated, more planks, more lashings, more rocks, more tarps, more rocks. Yeah, that is pretty much the story all the way around, because I wanted to make sure that when we got home, we were never going to have to go out again, ever, if we didn't want to. And that's not even mentioning all the stuff that we technically brought with us, like the gas and the water and all the food. Oh, and I have been, like, putting in more shelving, too, so we are going to probably end up getting home, well, with everything in the bloody universe, essentially. Alright, now, so far, we have actually had a pretty smooth trip, apart from this one island, because, yeah, once I got here, I ended up getting I'm trying to remember. I think I was poisoned twice, maybe 3 times? I'm pretty sure I was only poisoned twice, but yeah, I also got attacked by the shark a bunch of times, including one which drew blood. So, I am more than happy to say goodbye to this wretched place, and move on to the next island in line. And while we have not found Wally yet, there are only so many islands left where he can be, so I am hopeful, I am optimistic, and I am ready to get the hell out of here. Okay, wow, this island doesn't have a whole lot now, does it? Okay, and one good thing... Oh, no, not the container, I want that. Yeah. One good thing about having done this about a zillion times now... And by the way, if you're curious, it actually took me 6 hours of real-time grinding across 2 days, and I think... What day is it now? Okay, yeah, it's day 110, and I believe it was day 98 when I started this episode. Oh, here's the thought too. You put that one back on because it's more useful. So yeah, one good thing about all of that practice is I have gotten exceptionally good at establishing a camp quite quickly. Hello, that was a great way to start. You know what? That's fine. We'll be on the beach in no time. Now I saw the big boar over there, which means we have got crab 1 and crab 2 to deal with. I think usually... Oh, there they all are anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, I think usually you get one big one and one small one in the boar department. I did count 2, yes? No. Hold that thought. There's actually 3 boars here. Okay, well, fingers crossed we don't have like a dozen snakes to cope with. Okay, one thing at a time. Oh my god, there's actually 3 crabs as well. Okay, I don't know what is up with this island, but it is not very friendly. Okay, 1 crab down. Now, where's the other one? Oh, and I accidentally cut down one of those too. You know what? I'll take that. Now that I'm looking at it, I believe 2 of those boars are actually small, so that's not really going to be that big a deal. And I think I'd rather start with a crab over here. Hi, I heard that. Please don't bite me as I run by. You know what? You're right there. Might as well just deal with you. Oh, whoop, that was absolutely 100% not what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted to do. Okay, I'll take my arrow back, and if you want to either coil back up or run in a straight line, that would be perfect. Coming after me is fine too. I can deal with that. Come on, come get me. Come get me. Or don't. Not gonna complain either way. Okay, crab 1 gone, snake 1 gone, crab 2 should be over here. And keep an ear out if there is another snake, we'll just sort him out as well. Hi! Yes, come say hello, please. I would very much like to boop you in the face. There's 2, 3, 4, death. Okay, so far this is going exceptionally well. Which means we're down to a boar, a crab, and a possible snake, I believe. If my math is correct. And really quick, while we're on the corner of the island and it's quiet, where's the next island in line? Yeah, that's where we were. That's the one that was up in the dent, so it should be that one, I think, over there. I'm gonna have to make sure to double check all this stuff, because I had a feeling when I looked at the map that if I was going to get, like, confused and turned around and misplaced, it was going to be down here in this corner. Once we get out of this little mess of islands here, we should be fine. Because it should just be a straight line from then on out. Now, I'm not seeing the other crab, and thanks to me waffling down there, the boar has wandered off. Ah, there he is. Hello, big fella. Would you like to get shot? In fact, if you want to come get me, this actually looks like a really nice place to fight back. Because I can just zip into the deep water here before you get close. No, huh? Alright, that's fine. I am perfectly okay with doing the jump up on a really tall rock where you can't reach me either approach. Now, is there any way possible I can get him from here? If I miss, we're going to lose the arrow, so fingers crossed I'm not that incompetent. Feel like right about there, maybe? Yeah, that had to be Hicks. He took off running. What was that other stupid crab? Oh, here's the thought, Digby. How about we just focus on one problem at a time? And while we got idiot peaches there kind of pinned in the corner, let's make him the first problem. That's 3. That's 4. You can't get me in my little swimming pool. Ha 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 ha. That's 5. One more and you are done. And done. Okay, that should be it, I believe, pending one more snake. Okay, really quick, I'm going to drag you down to the beach so I can see all my arrows. You might be sulfonite too, actually. Okay, should be 6 and 6. Now, one more crab, possibly one more snake, and done. And I know that crab was over here somewhere last time I spotted him, which means he probably went inland. It's not a half bad plan to just kind of slowly walk around and wait, because if there is another snake, he will definitely let us know. And if there is actually a third crab, he'll also make his presence known reasonably soon. Okay, well, one full loop of the island. I haven't seen anything. I think not gonna worry about it. Let's start collecting goodies. That's a snake. Okay, well, that answers the, is there another snake on the island question. Dude, I thought you were a stick. You scared the snot out of me. Yeah, come get me. Come get me. We'll coil up. Don't care which. Okay, I really hate aiming down with this thing. You know what? I think I'm just gonna wait here for you to settle down. Apparently my aiming function is not all that great. Oh, you know what? Take a shot. Why not? Why not? Because you might lose your spear gun spear. There we go. So we'll just pop you. Boop. Make sure I pick up the one that fell. You're actually really nicely located because I can just kind of drag you back out here. Get my arrows back. Okay, well that was flippin' heart-stopping. Now let's go gather some more stuff. Note to self, there was a shipwreck right there too. Okay, we are back to the purple poison thing, which means we have done one full circuit. I'm not going to worry too much about, like, getting everything. I have a feeling we're going to be here for a couple of days anyway, so if I have missed anything, there's reasonably good odds I'm going to pick it up at some point. Okay, let me organize the rest of this. We'll go hack down a palm tree, and then we'll start setting up camp. Okay, let's just get this a little bit out of the way, and boop. Okay, now, first thing we're going to need is, we are going to need a shelter. Game, don't tell me you're not going to let me craft a shelter with all this stuff sitting right there. Alright, there's our shelter. We want to point it at that island. Actually, Mr. the Boar, I might need you to move, because you are kind of in the way of where I want my fire. Yeah, you go over there to the... well, it's going to be the meat pile here once I get all this done. Now, we're going to want a campfire. So pop that down there. And then we're going to want a ring of rocks. Yeah, I have become rather ruthlessly efficient at this here. Okay, then we got the rocks, we got the fire spit. All we need now is kindling, and for that we're going to need a couple more sticks. Alright, so we got our kindling, and we need to do a water still, which means I need a coconut flask, which is why I grabbed the coconut off of the tree. So yeah, that's in consumables, coconut flask. I'll have one quick drink out of that, no point wasting water. Now the game should let me make a water still, yes? Yes, it will. And we said we were going to put the water still more or less right here-ish. I'll just pick all these up and move them over there. It'll be a lot nicer to have them right next to it. Okay, water still established. Now I am actually going to need, hold on, did I actually use all my rocks? No, I did not, I still got rocks. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to need a knife here too. So let's, yeah, it's going to need one more lashing, then we can make a knife. Perfect. Okay, the knife is going to go by these skinnables. I think we are actually ready to rock and roll. That was pretty good timing too, because it's going to be dark here soon. Alright, time to do one last little tour. We'll drag everything that we can hack up into meat over here to the meat pile. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll do some shipwrecks. Oh, I love waking up in the daytime as opposed to waking up at 4:30 in the bloody morning. Alright, now, let's eat that. What do we need? 3 drinks? I'm gonna say we'll eat that, get ourselves full of water, we'll fluff the still. Oh, didn't realize that was going to take 4. Alright, there we go. Now, let's do some shipwrecks. Okay, you know what? This is as good a place as any to start. Hello, please tell me you have good things. Okay, flare gun, don't need it. Container, take it. Now, I'm trying to remember where the... oh, here's a thought too. Let's pay attention to, like, purple things. So now there's at least one, and I would prefer not to get poisoned again. Okay, I knew there were a couple out off of some of these land, like, projections here. I was going to call them peninsulas, but they are a bit small for that. Alright, well, there is one behind the boat. I remember seeing that when we came in. I'm pretty sure there was a container in this rowboat over here as well. There is. And there is also one right off the nose of the boat, somewhere out there as well. Okay, well I know for a fact where that one is, so let's dive in and let's go check that. Looks like it's going to be one of those stupid, yeah, I was going to say one of those 3-deck sailboat things. Which we happen to anchor on, perfect. Okay, if you got anything good on you. You got a lashing, I will take. You got a grouper, I will not bother. Food, yes please. Nope. Don't want to get stuck in here, thank you very much. And yes, shark, I hear you. I know you're out there. How about you just leave me alone, let me explore. I would very much like to just have a good, quiet, kind of a shark-free sort of a day. Alright, nothing in there. I don't think there's any way to get down in the front. I don't really remember. Okay, make sure we got no holes. We do actually have holes. I think we've been down there though, haven't we? We have not. Okay. Am I going to be able to get in there around the reef that the boat is currently buried in? Yeah, tragically, this sort of shipwreck was actually added after I got really bloody good at the game, so I haven't had a whole lot of experience exploring them. Okay, that looks like a hole we can get through. Perfect. Now, nothing in there. Nothing around the corner. Keep paying attention to your air, Digby. You definitely don't want to drown down here. And after all of that, there was absolutely nothing in here. Brilliant. Okay, Digby, get some air. Also, get out of the bloody water before the shark bites you. It is incredibly handy having a really big base of operations. Oh, and there is the one that I said I thought I saw previously. And you know what? That is right off of that point, which is why I probably had that in my head in the first place. So let's approach it from a different direction that might be slightly less shark infested. Okay, it looks like this is just going to be one of those stupid rowboat things anyway. It is. Does have a crate though, which is nice. Okay, we'll take that one. Then we'll get the hell out of the water again. Yeah, I had a feeling this island was going to be a little bit disappointing where it didn't have a whole lot of shipwrecks to start with. Was that really it? We just had the 4 kind of pathetic shipwrecks. well, crap. Alright, what time is it? It is only 10 a.m. I mean, we could technically make it to the next island and get a camp set up before dark. On the other hand, we could play it smart, play it safe, and just stay here for one more night, where we are going to be perfectly fine. Use that opportunity to organize, and then be in even better shape tomorrow when we leave. You know what? I think I'm going to do it that way. Alright, we're going to put the food there. I don't have a lashing power anymore, but that's fine. They're going to go right there. We only found 3 crates on this stupid island. Wow. Okay, crate number 1, we've got junk. Crate number 2, a couple of things we'll take. And crate number 3, not much else either. Alright, well, let's make our junk pile over here. So, fishing spear, you go away. This thing, you go away. Flare guns, don't need them. Engine part, don't need it. Whoop, I had 2 of them. And that leaves us with tarpaulin and a plank. Brilliant. I'm trying to remember how many empty spots I've got over there. Well, you know what, Digby? How about we grab all of this stuff. Grab what few sticks we managed to pick up. Grab the rocks. Grab the lashing. Or not. Okay, you know what? I'll come back for you. That's fine. I'm also reasonably certain... I was going to say, yeah. I'm reasonably certain I saw another rock on the beach here. Okay, apparently this is going to be a 2-tripper. That's fine. Okay, hopefully I remember what goes where. So this back here is sticks. I'll chuck a couple in there. And we're officially out of room in that one. That one there is rocks, so we'll drop you in there. That one's empty. And we've got an empty and a blank spot, which is perfect. So what's over here? Planks. Yes, I have some planks. No, I goofed that up. That was not what I wanted to do. That one's spare stuff. That one's corrugated and it's already full. I have shelf space there too. Ooh, excellent. Okay, so is the corrugated stuff up here? Alright, sticks full, planks full, lashings. It's got space for 2 more. Do I have lashings on me, actually? I do not. I left them on the beach. Okay, so rocks full. Tarps, I do have a little more space in that one. And rocks is full. I'm sure that's the story here as well. Oh, for God's sakes, Digby, stop it. Okay, full. And this is one we had when we left, so full. Alright, which means we are going to need... rocks were sorted. This one can now be corrugated, I guess. And then planks we'll put in here. Tell me I didn't goof that up. Yeah, I know you're there, Shark. I've been hearing the music for like the last 2 minutes. Oh, spare stuff too. I want to make sure we have a compass in there, just in case we do get tangled up over here in the back corner. Alright, looks like we do need a container for sticks. We are going to need another container for lashings. But after that, we should be just about sorted out. Alright, well, I cannot believe there was not a single barrel to be had on this island, but... c'est la vie, I guess. Oh, hello, there was a tarp over here I didn't even see. A tarp and its guardian. Anyway, yeah, we do need at least 4 more sets of barrels to do the raft to a point where I'm going to be reasonably confident in it. Yeah, I know, we'll cool down in a minute. I might chill. And I'm thinking I wouldn't say no to having enough to go, like, 1 more row along the front either. So technically I'm thinking we need 9 more sets of barrels. But that's fine. We do have at least 3, possibly 4 more big islands, if I'm reading the map correctly, between us and success. And hopefully one of those is going to have Wally on it, because if it doesn't, we're going to have to start doing a tour of the inner islands as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here, and I think I will probably do the next 2 or 3 islands off camera. Because yeah, once we get to the opposite corner, we only have one more big island, and then we can go home. Which means in the next episode, we will be back in familiar surroundings. And on that comforting note, and mind you, it's only comforting because I'm not thinking about the fact that once we get home, we are going to start prepping to go take on the Leviathans. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, on that comforting note, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Stranded Deep. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.